got into. This is going to be a little different to replace, a little difficult maybe because that's just a piece of cork. It's just a flat piece. I'll show it to you. But anyway, I can see why they'd leak. But this gasket looked like it was actually in pretty good shape and all intact and everything. But what I discovered is that it's just pretty much, am I in focus here? Yeah. It's pretty much paper, just real paper thin. So yeah, and it's coming off easy enough, so I'm gonna go ahead and scrape her down and get it cleaned up and get ready for that new gasket. And I got the oil pan cleaned up, pretty much cleaned up. It had a lot of sludge in the bottom, and I got that all cleaned out real good, but I didn't find any metal filings in it, so that's the kind of thing I'm used to running into. But anyway, it was just kind of gunky down there. So I got it cleaned up good, and I pulled this little sump screen off because it's pretty well plugged up there. I mean, it's open on the sides, but the bottom part of it's got a lot of sludge in it, and it's a fine mesh. So I'll get that all cleaned up, pop it back on, and go from there. Okie dokie. Well, here's the old gasket, and of course later in years they made this part of them rubber instead of cork, and this part used to be cork, and now it's some kind of fiber, better material, I guess. But these are still cork, and that's going to be interesting to get that rolled up there and get it just right. That's kind of odd that that's cork. I wish it was rubber. Anyway, little trick my pappy taught me about putting these on and getting them to stay on when you're trying to bolt that oil pan up. These guys don't have the holes punched out of them yet, but he used to tie these on with a little thread ever so often. And of course, that's fine enough that it won't make any difference once you get it up in the gasket goop. So yeah, I'll get her cleaned up and get that on there and see what happens. Well, it all went real good. That gasket came off there nice and clean, and I got the sump screen cleaned up and put back on there. And I don't know why, ain't that cute? Look at that. I don't know why it's designed that way. It's kind of like a bobblehead doll. But it's on a little spring, and it floats up and down there. Like I said, I don't know why it's that way. You have to find somebody smarter than me, and that won't take you very long. But that's just cute. And I want to show you this little dipstick here too. Look at that. Is that a big one? It's about 8 inches long. So anyway, I'm getting ready to pop the pan back on there. Get the gaskets on there. Clean it up real good and see how she goes. Oh, and by the way, I'm not going to paint that. Somebody's going to ask me, so I'll just tell you, I'm not going to paint that oil pan because I like it rusty. I think, to me, rust is a color. That guy up here, I'll just tell you this, friend that borrows my trailer and my car trailer, to haul hay, and he came to get it one time, and he looked at this rig over after I got it put together, and he walked around it, and of course you want to know what color he's going to paint it. And I said, well, I'm not going to paint it. It's perfect. I'd run it if I painted it. He walked around a couple more times. You could tell he just looked confused, you know. He just didn't get it. He walked around a couple times, and then again he says, so you're not going to paint it? I said, no, I'm not going to paint it. It's just right. Anyway, I get a kick out of it. That's one of the questions I get a lot of time at the car show. Somebody will come on, well, what color are you going to paint it? Rust is a color. Well, I just wanted to show you this. I was thinking those cork gaskets might be a little bit of a problem because I wasn't sure how this is going to curl around, and there's nothing to hold it in the oil pan. But it really wasn't a problem at all because there's a little channel here in the block, or this portion here that holds that gasket, and you just force that gasket, that cork gasket, down in there so it just curls right around up where it's supposed to be, and it's not a problem at all. So I'm going to put some silicone around this corner here, this one end where under there, and where it meets up with that other gasket, and that should take care of it. So just had to show you that. Everything I've done on this truck, everything on this engine is just really simple and easy to work on. Wish they'd build them like that now. Well, got the oil pan back on that little baby doll, and now I'm going to clean this one up. And this has got a new gasket on it. This head pan or rock arm cover's got a new gasket. I just need to reseal it because I've had it on and off of there, painting it and getting it pinstriped. I took it off, and I wanted to sit at his bench and do it, so it just broke the seal on it. I need to reseal that, and it'll be good. But talking about gaskets a little bit, you know, if anybody out there does have a 235 engine, and I think the 216s are the same on the exhaust and the intake, they're smaller on this motor, but those gaskets, you know, on the 235, how they come with the little intake gaskets and the exhaust gaskets are separate. And there's a place down here in Oregon I found to order parts for these old rigs. And where is it? I can't think of the name of the town right now, but it's out a little bit southwest of Portland. And they sell a gasket for these 235s, and it's called the Problem Solver. And there that baby is. And that's kind of hard to see. Put it on another surface here. But it's all one piece. And man, it's an 1/8 inch thick, and it is a problem solver. As a matter of fact, when I ordered it, I ordered 2 of them, just to have one hanging on the wall, because that's the way to go, for sure. And now they make gaskets, you know, for those small block Chevys. It's all one piece, a big rubber gasket, instead of having to deal with that little rubber seal in the back and all that. It's all one rubber gasket, and it bolts up. And it's cost, well, I don't know, when I bought one, it's been several years ago now, and it was $50 in, but boy, you never have any leaks or any more problems. So I don't like leaks. I don't mind rust, but I don't like leaks. Hey, thanks for watching. See you later. Bye.